Hey guys, welcome back. So in our last video, we talked about 4 simple things we can do to make weight loss easier. Now today we're going to unpack those a little bit and give some tips and tricks for incorporating those habits into your life. So number 1, we talked about increasing our water intake. One of the things that makes the biggest difference for me is I have a half-gallon container of water and I try to fill it up the night before. So like at night before I go to bed, I put ice and water in it, or before I had this one, I would just fill it with water and put it in the fridge. Then I already have water ready for me the next day. I like my water cold, so I like to put ice in mine, but however you like yours, prepare it the night before. Prepare for success because that makes the hugest difference. Really, the idea is if it's easy to drink water and it's hard to drink sugary drinks, you're gonna be more likely to drink water. But if you like cold food, cold drinks, whatever, and you have your sodas refrigerated and your water warm, you're not going to really be motivated to drink that water. So what we want to do is we want to maybe say, we're getting sodas out of the house. I'm going to make it so I have to go to the store to get soda. And I'm going to make it super, super easy to drink water by having that available, by having that easily accessible throughout the day. And knowing the benefits of that as we do that, our hunger, our appetite, our satiation, it's all going to be more in line with weight loss than it would be if we weren't. All right, number 2, we talked about walking. Walking is so huge, but a lot of us, we may struggle initially to incorporate this because it can seem like purposeless. All right, so here's a couple ideas. One thing that we do at our house is my husband and I will go for a walk in the morning pretty much every morning, and that's when we have kind of our discussions about the day, or we connect for how we're gonna get the kids stuff done during the day and things like that. It can also be a great time if you're a person of faith to spend that time praying. You kind of get to do 2 things at once. That's great. Maybe there's an audio book or a podcast that you want to listen to that will improve your life and improve your day, and you can do that during your walking time, so you're kind of doing 2 things at once. As you start walking, you'll most likely find that it's a habit that you just can't live without. So go ahead, take the first step, set the alarm, make it easy, have your shoes ready, have your socks ready, make sure everything you need is ready. One thing that we do is we set the coffee pot to go off when we're getting up, so we know if we don't get up in time, our coffee is going to be cold, or it's not going to taste as good. So we kind of motivate ourselves that way to get up in the morning for that morning walk. Okay, number 3, winning with protein. So we're going to talk about the breakdown of a good plate, because ideally we'll fast overnight and then we'll have a 3 to 4 hour break between each meal to allow our internal, our gut to really process and digest the food that we ate. This helps a lot with bloating, with feelings of tiredness after meals, things like that. So it's going to help with our energy level, and it's going to help us not be bloated at the end of the day. So I'm going to show you a plate here that I drew on. This is an example of a plate breakdown. So here we would want to have vegetables. So this is our place for salad. It's a place for sauteed vegetables, oven roasted vegetables. This is our veggie area right here. This area right here is our protein area. So we're going to put our grilled chicken, or our oven baked chicken, or maybe a tuna salad, whatever we want for our protein there. All right, and then over here, this is the carbs and fat spot. All right, so if you're maybe getting together with friends and you guys are having pizza and you have filled this spot with a salad and you have gotten some sort of good quality protein here, this is where your pizza goes, or this is where your treat goes. Now on days, obviously we don't probably want to eat pizza every day. Hopefully we're not doing that. But on days when we're not eating pizza, on a typical day, this may be a good place for a slice of avocado toast, or something that you enjoy. Think about foods that you enjoy that maybe you've labeled as bad, or things like that. When you're in an environment where you need to eat those foods, this is the spot for those foods. And on a day-to-day basis, this is going to be your spot for a piece of toast, or something that has carbohydrates, so like a grain, whole grain, maybe some pasta, maybe some whole grain pasta would go there. That's your spot for that. All right, last but not least, waiting to eat. Let's talk about that. So we want to, as we talked about in the last video, wait to eat overnight. Now for some people, doing a longer fast is going to work really well. Other people, it won't work so well. So just try this out and see what works for you. So for a lot of people, waiting to eat until maybe 10 a.m. is a really good option because it allows their body to burn fat longer and allows your body to be in the fat burning mode a bit longer, so you're burning some fat for a bit longer, and then you eat breakfast at say 10 a.m. Now, a couple things to think about with this. If you're going to do this, you want to make sure you have your breakfast planned, because if you get hungry and you don't have food planned and prepared, it's easy to make bad choices with food. And that's not what we want. We don't want to wait to eat only to make a really bad choice. We want to wait to eat and then make a wise decision with our food. So in order to do that, it might be having some protein shake ready to whip up real quick, and some hard-boiled eggs, and some fruit or something like that. Really easy to get. And make sure that your food, while healthy, are things that you enjoy. Just because you heard kale is healthy doesn't mean that it's what you should be eating. If you don't like kale, don't eat kale, okay? Like, it's not going to help your fat loss goals to be forcing yourself to eat things you don't enjoy. So our goal is to choose healthy options for the things that we do enjoy, healthy swaps for things that we do enjoy, and fill our plates with those things. So don't just listen to what somebody says is healthy. Think about what you enjoy and what makes you feel good to eat. And if it's not something healthy, if it's, say, pizza that's not healthy, well, have some healthy pizza options, because there are healthier options you can buy and have in your freezer, so when the craving for pizza hits, you've got a healthier option. And then again, you're not going to eat that whole pizza just because it's healthy. You're going to build your plate with protein and your healthier option that you enjoy, and some salad, and have that option in your house, so you get to eat all the foods you enjoy, but in a way that helps you stay feeling full and helps you fight off those hunger cravings that really, when we're fighting hunger, it's really hard to make good decisions. So we kind of help keep those hunger cravings at bay. All right, that's all I got for this video. Next video, we're going to go on to the next phase of applying these practices in our life. So I will see you in the next video.